వెల్కమ్ టు Mega9tv నేను నాగేశ్వరి. ఏపీలో 5 ఏళ్ల తర్వాత భారీగా పెట్టుబడులు పెట్టేందుకు పారిశ్రామికవేత్తలు వస్తున్నారని ఐటీ మంత్రి నారా లోకేష్ తెలిపారు. విశాఖలో CII నిర్వహిస్తున్న ఇన్ఫ్రాస్ట్రక్చర్ సమిట్ లో లోకేష్ పాల్గొన్నారు. CII సదస్సులో ఐటీ, ఎలక్ట్రానిక్ కంపెనీల ప్రతినిధులతో భేటీ అయిన లోకేష్ తాము ఎన్నికల్లో హామీ ఇచ్చిన విధంగా 20 లక్షల ఉద్యోగాలు కల్పించే వారికే అన్ని సౌకర్యాలు కల్పించి ప్రోత్సహిస్తామని ఆఫర్ ఇచ్చారు. రాబోయే 100 రోజుల్లో ఐటీ విధానం రూపకల్పన చేస్తామని లోకేష్ తెలిపారు. ఇందులో పెట్టుబడిదారుల్ని ప్రోత్సహించేలా రోడ్ షోలు, ఇతర కార్యక్రమాలు కూడా ఉంటాయన్నారు.
To all the dignitaries on the dais and to all the guests who made it all the way to Visakhapatnam today, very good morning. It's a privilege for me to be part of this infrastructure summit. For the state of Andhra Pradesh and particularly for this government, infrastructure is very close to our heart. In the past, you have seen the magic that Mr. Naidu has done for Hyderabad. And we started on that journey after the state got divided, but had a small speed breaker for 5 years. So we have a lot of catching up to do as a state. And it's really inspiring to be part of such a summit. I see policymakers, I see business houses, and of course see all the funders here in the audience. So I think we have a perfect partnership now to actually get Andhra Pradesh and more so India going. What Mr. Naidu is now talking about is speed of doing business, cost of doing business. So I'll give you an example of this. Yesterday I was meeting a company, because I can't name them yet, about an investment in Andhra Pradesh. We're talking about the incentives. I had the power to challenge them saying that Andhra will be our lowest cost of energy in 2 years. That's because we have a fantastic policy in terms of renewable energy and the pump storage policy. And we can give the lowest cost of energy here. We see that as a strategic advantage for a state to attract investments going forward. Like this, we want to come up with unique propositions that will make our state competitive and will enable all the entrepreneurs here not only to survive but thrive. That's the first part. The second part is the speed of doing business. This is something that Mr. Naidu has coined. And that's why the real-time governance minister. So, I have 3 portfolios. First is human resource development. Second is IT electronics. Third is real-time governance. So real-time governance is where we tie through all departments and start creating avenues to ensure that the speed of doing business and the ease at which you can do it should be truly delivered in spirit and not on paper. So I'm already talking to all the platforms, the WhatsApps of the world, Telegrams and so on and so forth, where we want to streamline the way government interacts even with entrepreneurs. Government interacts with business fraternity. Government interacts with citizen. So we're going to transform the way, and we believe it will be first of its kind in the nation, and we're going to launch it in the next 100 days. As far as IT electronics, Visakhapatnam is going to be our IT hub. We intend to make this the data center capital of the world. And AI is like the refinery. So AI will follow, and we're going to back it with green energy. So you can see how we're marrying everything together and transform Visakhapatnam. Saying that new policies are on its way, the IT policy, the GCC policy, the data center policies are being crafted, and we intend to launch them soon. Parallelly, we have revived the Economic Development Board. Economic Development Board will be the single port to call for any investor, any financier here into the state of Andhra Pradesh. It's being led by a very young IAS officer, but the entire team under him are IITians, IIM grads, and other youngsters who come out of Ivy League schools driving the entire initiative. So they will be your single point of contact. So you don't need to call, me or even BC Janardhan Reddy Garu or Bharat. They will be a single port to call. And you'll be amazed that Economic Development Board is going to be under the Chief Minister in the General Administration Department, because the work there is going to cut across multiple departments. So while I'm going and chasing data center investments, they need green power and they want to do parallel investments in that. So I need to chase the energy minister. So it's not going to be like that. The economic development will be the single port to call, because all the businesses are cutting across ministers and ministries. So we are reviving that, and it will be and we intend to deliver on the speed of doing business promise. And as Bharat said, a lot of work is going to be done in Visakhapatnam. We're really committed to this amazing city. It's unfortunate in the last 5 years we slipped a position in terms of economic activity. We were the 9th largest economic city and we slipped one position, we came to 10th. One thing that Bharat didn't tell all of you, because he knows I'll hold him accountable to it, is our vision to transform Vizag to the 5th largest economic city in India. So Rajugar has a lot of catching up to do, clearly. So in terms of traffic also, we have to aim not to be number 10, but number 5. And I think a lot of work needs to be done. As you rightly said, with Air India now being privatized and of course being under the leadership of the Tata Group, and I think close to 250 flights have been ordered. Under the leadership of Chandra sir, there's a lot of excitement into Bhogapuram and what work they want to do. In fact, I think it was 2 days ago that we had a Zoom call where we discussed about Bhogapuram, MRO, and of course my intention was about your the cricket stadium here, the marina here. So we had a very long discussion on the way forward. And we don't look at Bhogapuram purely as an airport, as Bharat has said, MRO, and look at the region's largest MRO. And beyond MRO, we were discussing about why all the equipment required in an airport cannot be manufactured in Bhogapuram. So that's the kind of vision with which we want to work with the GMR group and really transform and create jobs as a region. All of you know it's been just over 100 days since the new government here formed in Andhra Pradesh. And our first promise out of the 6 promises we made to the public is to create 20 lakh jobs. So the single agenda with which your government is going to work is on creating jobs. So who creates more number of jobs will get the greater red carpet possible. It's not just about the rupee value of investment. For us, we really want to attract job creating companies. So I would request all of you to look at Andhra Pradesh from that perspective. So I'd like to thank all of you for coming all the way to Visakhapatnam, being part of this summit. I know there's some exciting topics coming ahead, and I did take a look at it. That clean energy is one big topic, and that's something that's going to be very close to our heart. And we're going to work in terms of delivering that. So thank you very much for coming here. Thank you for having me. And I look forward to having all of you and being part of the journey of Vikasit Andhra Pradesh. Thank you very much and Jai Hind.